I'm super excited for this feature. I'm here today with Samantha and Natalie. They're the brain minds, incredible people. Brain minds is not even the word. I'm just so humbled to be by these wonderful women behind Mama Rocks, which is a gourmet burger restaurant here in Nairobi. So you two are actually from the UK.
Yes. Correct, yeah. We were born there, yeah.
You were born in the UK, but your parents are Kenyan and Nigerian.
Yeah, my mom's Nigerian, my father's Kenyan. Our father. Yeah.
We're sisters, yeah. And you guys are also sisters. So what propelled you back to the continent?
Okay, so we're raised in the UK, but every year we came to Kenya and we just fell in love with the country. We fell in love with the energy, the creativity, and we're like, you know what? We're done with UK. Let's just go to Kenya and make a real impact. So it was a real passion-based business, and we wanted to create something that was very reflective of us and our values. And Mama Rocks has been a long journey. It's been a really long journey.
Well, tell us a little bit more. Tell us a little bit about the journey then. Because to relocate back to a country that you didn't necessarily grow up in, and then to also build a business here, right? Really from scratch. And you don't have not one location, but you have 2 locations.
Yes, we do. And more to come.
And more to come. So tell us a little bit about that journey, because I feel like whenever young entrepreneurs want to start something, they don't really know where to start. How did you guys know where to start?
We spent about a whole year working on a business plan. We both quit our jobs. We're both working in human resources. We were both kind of unsatisfied with the whole 9 to 5. We always had it in our minds that one day we would start our own business. But we weren't quite sure what that would be.
Because your parents were really supportive.
They were.
Of you guys owning your own business.
Yes. Our parents always have had on their shelves, self-help, motivational books.
Wow.
And they always drummed it into our minds that, 9 to 5 job isn't necessarily the right path in a way for us, because, having your own thing allows you to create, really put your stamp on the world. In a very unique way. Yes. And I think ourselves, we didn't feel like we were really made to kind of follow other people's orders.
I've had 10 jobs, so I knew it wasn't meant for you.
So you quit your jobs.
Yes.
You build out a business plan.
And we get stuck into working for a restaurant in the UK, because if you're going to do something, I think it takes a lot of research, and you need to be in it to make sure you know what you want to do. And the only way to get that is through experience. So we emptied bins, we cleaned floors, we were in
carried
the kitchen,
heavy plates. On our feet for hospitality is a tough business to work in. We're on our feet for 12 hours, 13 hours a day. And we really went through everything from top to bottom,
but that really taught you how a good restaurant operates.
Yes, definitely. So we learned from the ground up.
And
it was a really humbling experience. Actually, because I was at management level, and even to get a job.
And all of a sudden you're scrubbing toilets and your friends are like, you guys have lost your mind.
Exactly. It took me 6 months to even get a job in the hospitality sector.
Wow.
Because I'd never had an experience, and they saw me as being overqualified. And they didn't really understand why
why you were doing what you were doing.
Suspicious.
Yeah, they're like,
why is a manager applying to be a server?
Exactly. But finally, we actually both got jobs in a company called Patty and Bun. It's a restaurant. It's an amazing restaurant in London. They serve gourmet burgers, and honestly, you used to watch people eating and their eyes would roll back.
Wow.
We want this for ourselves.
This is what you want for your burgers.
Exactly. We want this experience. We want our customers to feel the way that they're feeling here. So it taught us a lot, and we used to, have a lot of conversations with the owner, and it was just a really cool, chilled place, and people would queue for 2 hours to get burgers.
Wow.
So it was the best experience.
I really love that, because I just kept thinking you guys don't come from restaurant to your Black backgrounds, right? But you jumped right into actually working in a restaurant.
Because it was a passion project.
Right.
And we felt like everyone can identify with food. Everybody eats.
Right.
And a burger was a really convenient vehicle because we felt like you don't have to be a gourmet chef to understand how to build a good burger. We have good taste buds. We're from like Nigerian descent. So we understand the flavor profiles of what is good. So it was just fun for us. It was fun. It made sense.
Yeah.
And behind the brand, we wanted to really be symbolic of new Africa. Not the old Africa that people see in the media of giraffes and like wildlife. There's more to it than that.
And that was our biggest reason for starting this business in the first place.
Yeah.
It could have actually have been any type of business, not necessarily food. But I mean, we finally chose food as the vehicle. But our biggest ambition and aim was to start something that would kind of change people's perception
of what this continent is.
Has to offer, and show that this continent has so much to offer. And we really wanted to celebrate this continent that we're in.
Because it felt like it was very one-sided. In the US, you have Hollywood as your PR machine.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like Africa doesn't have that, but it's so much to offer.
Yeah.
So we really wanted it to be a celebration of African culture, African culture, because we're a marriage of East and West.
Yeah. So you guys are actually the perfect people to bridge together this continent. And you see that across the menu, right? You see a Nollywood burger, which is really rooted in your Nigerian culture, but you also see the mango Masai burger, which is rooted in the Kenyan culture, and then throughout the menu as well, you see bits and pieces of the entire continent. So how did you guys actually curate this menu and come up with the spices, the seasoning? Because we were just back there and they were like, this is secret sauce, this is secret spices. I'm like, okay.
It was a lot of background research. I mean, coming from London actually is so cosmopolitan. You've got people from all over the world there, and especially a lot of Africans from all over Africa. So we'd already come into contact with African culture, different parts of Africa, North African cuisine, West African cuisine, South African, every type of African cuisine. We'd already kind of come across it, and so it was just a matter of lots of research about what's the best of African cuisine, and we tried to bring all of that together and marry it with the Western style burger,
something that people are already accustomed to, but put a twist on it and make it African.
Exactly. So we've made the burger African.
Amazing. I love that, and I think that's so interesting. So as you continue to expand your empire, right? Where do you go from here? Yeah, this is an empire.
This is just the beginning.
Mama Rocks, this is truly just the beginning because Mama Rocks needs to be in other countries.
Yes, our vision is for Mama Rocks to be in every country in the world, but
there's definitely Nigeria.
Yeah.
We have to go to SA as well. And then we want to take it, like you said, to the West and be like, you know what? This is us. This is Africa.
This is Africa
now.
This is a new kind of Africa, not the Africa that you're accustomed to, not the Africa that like colonialism wanted to curate. This is the Africa that you guys as Africans want to push forward, a new narrative.
Yeah. And we really, it's a brand that we feel is reflective of new Africa, of youthful Africa.
Youthful, young, because Africa is young. The average African is 19.5 years old.
There you go. And the vibrancy of Africa, I really don't feel like that comes through. Any media that you see about Africa isn't reflective of the Africa that we know.
Exactly.
So
you took it upon yourself to change that perception,
and also to kind of educate Africans about the fact that about other African cuisine.
I like that.
Africa's so diverse. You cannot compare West to East or North to South.
Yeah.
And I think everyone just puts it into the same basket.
Same.
African.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
But it's so much more than that.
Or if you ask a Kenyan, what's African food, they usually just think about Kenyan food.
Right. Yeah.
But we've got such diverse food from around the continent.
Yeah.
We wanted to share that and celebrate it.
So as you guys built this business, how did you know where to find, like furniture, find the best and, the best foods to find the grills, the like all of it, sourcing everything. Where do you even begin? I
We
can't.
spent a whole year researching.
Talking to people, networking.
Yeah.
Is the key to everything. Like in the UK, we use the internet, just typing in Google search. And
Yeah, you
come
find
up.
everything.
It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work that
It's
way.
about personal relationships, asking friends of friends of friends. And I think I like that way of doing business. And that's how we found out where to go for XYZ.
Yeah.
It's through conversation. Yeah.
And I think, we spent our first year researching about, suppliers, and also going out to a lot of different places to really get a feel of what Kenyans like, what youthful Kenyans like.
And ensuring that you're really targeting your market.
Yeah.
Even though you're like, okay, this is what I know I want to do, but I want to make sure I mix it well with what my market actually wants and needs.
So we went out a lot. I think we blew a lot of, spent all of our money, our savings, that first year, just going out a lot, meeting people, talking to people, making connections. That's the first thing that helped us out a lot.
Well, speaking of money, how did you guys garner the funds to build this business?
So it was a combination of two things. So she was made redundant, so she got a nice package.
Okay.
And then we just found a really great bank who believed in our vision.
Wow.
So we gave them our business plan, we pitched to them, we gave them the numbers and projections.
Wow.
And they're like, okay, fine, we can do an agreement with you. And it just happened that way. Yeah.
But also, it was partly funded by the bank of mum and dad.
Yeah.
But it took a long time for us to convince them about this project. Because
Even though they wanted you guys to be entrepreneurs, they're like, but
Scared.
yeah, because they know that it's not easy.
Exactly. And they were still a bit skeptical about whether this brand and this product would work in Kenya. But we knew what was happening, in this time, and we really felt like we had 100% belief in the fact that this was going to work.
But the world's become so global now.
Yeah.
So I don't think we can even say that it wouldn't work in Kenya or wouldn't work in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Since Instagram and Facebook,
The world is
There
much
are-
smaller.
well,
Social media has really found a way to connect all of us, especially young people who utilize it a lot.
Exactly. So we're all going through the same trends.
Exactly.
The same thing. So it's one world.
It has truly made the world a lot smaller. What have been some of the most difficult things about running a business?
how much time do you have? I don't know where to start.
Just finding good staff is really hard.
That is, and you know what? That's an issue that comes up with a lot of the entrepreneurs that we interview is finding good talent, because there is like not LinkedIn or Africa just yet unless someone creates it. All right, and so finding actual good people who you can trust, who can portray your brand correctly when you are not here, who you ensure that they're going to be doing everything that you need and expect and have trained them to do.
Yeah.
And we invest a lot in training. It's really our mission to give the best service in Nairobi, in Kenya, in the world. We're not even seeing ourselves as a Kenyan brand.
Limiting it just to
as a global
African.
brand. Yeah.
I love that vision. My last question. You two are young, powerful, inspiring entrepreneurs.
I'm young.
But, for other people who are watching, right, who are nervous about starting something, who don't know where to start, who don't have parents who believe in them, who don't have friends who believe in them, but they have an idea that is sparked and it's right here in their heart. What do you want to tell them?
Don't give up. Believe in your idea and be knowledgeable. Come from a place of knowledge and research. I can't stress that enough. So many people have great ideas, but it's not backed up by facts or research.
Yeah.
Passion is so important as well, because if it was about the money, we would have given up ages ago. It's not about that. You need a reason, and our reason is our message.
Yeah.
So just be strong in your narrative. I think that's the biggest thing I can say.
And what is your message to the young people watching?
Find out what your passion is and go for it.
Yeah.
And if you're passionate about something and you're knowledgeable about something, people have no choice but to support you to reach your goal.
I love this. Thank you guys so much for sitting with us. You guys are truly incredible, and I love the food that you guys have here. I love the business that you built, and I can't wait to travel to other African countries and make my first stop, Mama Rock.
That would be awesome.
It's coming to a city near you soon. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.